Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Bookish Artist Mandy, and I'm coming at you today with one of my favorite videos, and apparently one of your favorite videos to watch, as I love to film it. It's my one Saturday morning. Let's get in. I have my coffee. I actually have my water too, because I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated this morning. And all of my stationery stuff that I've been up to since my last one Saturday morning, which I actually think was last week, but I can't remember completely. So strap in, grab your drink, grab your journal, and we will get into it. So this week was crazy. I actually spent most of the week working. Um, my teacher from when I was in school, I subbed for her, and she was gone for a conference this week, so I got to pretend to be a culinary baking pastry teacher. I definitely feel like I know that teaching family and consumer science, home ec, and baking is not my thing, but I at least have some knowledge, so it feels nice to be able to help the students. So I spent a lot of time in the classroom because they're high school students, when they were doing their work, I got to sit and journal. So this is the first thing I want to share. I'm really excited about this. I forget exactly the name of the creator on Instagram, but I will look it up, maybe post a little video like right here if I can figure out how to edit that. I don't know if I can, but I will definitely leave a link in the description because their Instagram is so inspiring, and they have a notebook where they just do handwriting in it. And we're going to pause just 1 second before we get there. I am very excited about my nails. I went back to my lady who did the best job, and I just feel so pretty with nails. I don't have to do anything else with my whole body. Just looking at the nails, like when I do this, it makes me think that I'm, going to grab my Sailor Moon, I forget, wand and transform. Moon prism power, whatever. But people were commenting on them, and I was so excited, and I shared the comments that people made about them to the artist, and she was so excited. So I just wanted to pause and say, yes, I am in love with them too. I can't stop looking at them. It's been almost a week, and I still just like stare at them. This is like a cat eye thing, and she like magnetizes it. I don't know. I am not a nail person. I just feel so much better. My nails were really starting to get super brittle. I have a lot of things I'm trying to take care of, but anyway, that is that. And oh my gosh, it's snowing outside. I have to share that too. But back to this. I'm very excited about the snow. We haven't had snow this early in November for a very long time. I used to wish for snow on my birthday, which is the 5th of November, and sometimes I'd get it and sometimes I wouldn't. And so having it the weekend after my birthday, this is fantastic. I'm so excited. I love snow. I hate it by January, but I love it right now. So it's beautiful. And my son was so excited. All right. That was a side note. Back to this. Okay. So the count is like quiet, lovely places or something like that. So if you've seen it, you would know, like, this is where I got this idea, was to create a handwriting journal. And I loved how they spaced it. They double spaced every single page. So I started this, and in the index, I am writing what pages, I'm using what ink, and maybe what pen. I am switching for this one, is I'm still working on it. I'm switching between these two pens, but this is what it looks like so far, and it makes me super happy. So this is Sailor Ink Studio 252. And I was just playing with letters. They do this like cool number thing, so I was just putting random numbers, and I missed a space, but I'm pretty great at it now. Then we've got Monteverdi Lion, which, doing this, I finally emptied a Twisby that I'd had inked since July. I think it's July, and it's this one, or June or July. And it had Monteverdi Lion in it, and it's my saffron. So I actually put Wearing Ghouls, A Star Spattered Hill, not the star child, a star spattered hill in it. And I can't wait to write with this more. This is actually absolutely beautiful. I need to create a new Twisby currently inked because half my Twisbys are different now, which is really fun. So there's that. I love Monteverde Lion. I have a full bottle of this, and it's just, there's something about it. If you can see this, and by the way, this is just random nonsense, but you can see there's this lovely orange halo, and then it does this shading. This, it's just so cool, but it's a very subtle shading, and almost, I have discovered that I really like the inks that almost look like they're glowing on the page. That's the best way I can say it, when they have like a really dark saturated halo around the letters, so then it kind of looks like they're stroked. But I've been playing with doing some more drills for my cursive handwriting versus my manuscript. So I've been doing some more cursive, and I was really proud of myself. I got like 6 or 7 pages with, it had just such little fill that I brought it one day and just wrote and wrote and wrote. And then this is Vinta's Android Teal that came in my electric collection. I got or the neon collection. I got the neon collection from Atlas just for electric pink. And then I actually really like this Android Teal. I haven't put magnetic blue in any pen yet, but I definitely will soon. So this one I did. This is all 1 week. By the way, I have a lot of time on my hands when I'm teaching, because we have, like, not everywhere, but when I'm teaching for my one teacher, she has a 2-hour lunch break, or like her planning period is in with her lunch. So as a sub, you don't have planning because it's all planned for you. So I love to just sit and do my thing. I put on people's videos and just did my thing. This was Lost in the Leaves that was in my Serpentine Bronze Eco since I got my Serpentine Eco Bronze, and I just wasn't reaching for it. And I think it's because of the Lost in the Leaves. It hard started, it had some issues. So I ended up, after this, I cleaned it out. And so I have a new ink in there. I can't remember, what did I put in there? I cannot remember, but yeah. And then this is my Jane Eyre. And I was playing with how ink looks so different in 2 different pens. So I have this inked up in both my Bone Crusher with a fine nib and my Pelican with a medium nib, my Pelican M600. But it's crazy how different, like, they still look like the same ink, but how it looks so different between lines. So I did 1 page every other pen. This was a really big pain. But so then I have this too. This is just me yesterday. So that is what I've done so far in here. And yeah, this is I'm excited about this. This is just an A5 Leuchtturm. Is this a dot grid? Yeah, it was a dot grid. I didn't even look. I just grabbed it. It was one I had in my stash, and I decided this is going to be my handwriting notebook. So it's going to be really fun to flip through this at the end when I have it completely full, which probably, honestly, if I have any more times like that, it will go fast. I don't think I will, but you know, it was nice for the start. And while I was teaching and this last week, I have been really having a hard time focusing on audiobooks, which is the strangest thing because I have been doing audiobooks on repeat since 2019, 2018, when I was running my own business and I had to sew all day by myself. But I don't know, there's just something, like, lately I cannot focus on audiobooks, and so I've been doing a lot of physical reading, which is not, I've always done physical reading, but not as often as audiobooks in the last couple years. So I have finished 2 or 3 books in the last couple weeks, but I just finished this book, Bitterthorn by Kat Dunn. I think it was, and I'm going to butcher her name, Sinead O'Connor. She's here on YouTube, and I am obsessed with her videos because she does all these horror videos, and she is very into gothic horror, which is what I'm into. This is not gothic horror. This is more, it has horror elements, but this would be more gothic fantasy. or fairy tale. And it is a woman who is super lonely. And there is this witch who every 50 years takes a male companion from this village, and then they never see them again. And you don't know what happens to them. Like, part of the book, that's a mystery. You can kind of guess what happens to them as you go through, but you don't know what happens exactly. And the witch comes to get her next companion. And this girl who is super lonely, her name is Mina, decides to offer herself as a companion because she just feels like a burden on her family. And so this is the first time that a woman has been a companion for the witch. So this is a sapphic love story, but it is steeped in sadness and trauma and like the real feelings, excuse me, the real feelings of being alone. That's definitely my favorite part of it, is how well Kat Dunn captured that feeling of neglect and feeling of trauma and feeling of loneliness and just wanting to feel like you matter somewhere. I love my family. They are so important to me, but we are all human. And I do understand that, and we made mistakes, and I was neglected quite a bit as a child. So I think that's one of the things that resonated with me, because the main character and the way that she talked about herself and the way that she walked through the world, I connected with on such a deep level. So I don't know that this book would be for everyone, like the story would hit them in that way. But I think in a way, if you go into it knowing that this is a realistic portrayal of grief and sadness and intimacy and how it really feels to feel like you don't matter, and like if you were gone, nobody would miss you. Sorry, that's it's hard to talk about. Hard to talk about a little bit, but that's how great Kat Dunn did it. And it's a slow, quiet love. It's not like those, romance novels. I sometimes feel like you have those like big pivotal moments where big things happen, big gestures, like this is, and the scene, it moves from scene. This is very slow and quiet. And that's something that I couldn't put down. And this book is going to sit with me. And when I got to the end and I read the acknowledgments, Kat Dunn, and I don't think this is a spoiler for anything because it's not about the book, it's just the headspace that the author was in. Kat Dunn had lost her mother and was writing this during the pandemic and in 2020. And you can feel that. You can feel that, and like the grief of losing a parent. And I think that's something that I didn't know as I was going through, but I felt, especially going through my grief with losing my dad in June. So yeah, I really love this book. And I have been like, half of the journal in here was journaling about my thoughts and feelings on everything that was happening in the book. And so yeah, I really enjoyed it. And this is one I bought. This one is not released in the United States. I had to buy it. I think I bought mine on eBay, but Blackwell's has it. So, and there's no audio, which this is why I read it, like one of the reasons I read it in copy, but you can't get an e-copy, just this. And I would do it all over again and buy it off of a UK website because it was so good. And it's just so beautiful. They've got the sections look like that. It's just beautiful. Just a beautiful book all around. So Kat Dunn has another book called The Hunger Stone, and I am definitely going to read it. Okay, so let's see here. What else have I been doing? So let's see here. Have I done anything in here? Yes, I have updated my stickers in my sticker release paper for when these two notebooks come with me everywhere I go. These are my purse ones. I have definitely moved more and more into a traveler's notebook system. So these come with me everywhere I go. And sometimes I'll throw stickers in here, as you can see, but I really want to have them on the release paper just so I can, thumb through them. A lot of Cat Collage Club. I love Micah Oatley's art. It's so cute. But I did get some new stuff. This is from Miso Paper. Micah did a collaboration with them over the summer, and I've been meaning to order them because I wanted her washi tape stickers. They're just so precious. I just love her art so much. But this is the day in the life. And then I got these. What's really funny is I had already ordered this. This is Nettle and Twig. I'd already ordered this, and Micah had sent me a little sampling, and it was this one. She sent me like just a smattering of this. So I'm very excited that I get to have more, because I was like, I'm gonna have to hoard this, and I forgot that I had ordered it. So I ordered that. This is Higa. What is this one? This one I think is like cinemas, because I thought that I needed one for like movies and things, because I just thought this was so cute. Is this not? And these are washi tape stickers. I love the Kiss Cut stickers in washi tape because they're just small. I love small stickers. So just a lot of cat life with a person. I thought that was cute. And so I got those. I'm going to put some of those in there. It's just easier, I think, when you have these washi strips, to put them in the release paper. And so I got that one. This is the one that's already in there. Aren't those cute? Like, how precious is that art? And so I got that. I was very excited about those. And I've already journaled with these. I'll show you the journal here in a second. But here's the other one that I got. Kind of love that they put these little rubber bands, and I have a bunch of these. So I think I'm going to start doing that with my washi tape. That's nice. But this was Autumn with Cats. And I thought this was perfect for the month of November. And so I'm very excited to have that. I love to get washi tape. I don't get it all that often. And this is PET tape. And I'm not the biggest fan of PET tape, but I loved the art on this. But I like to get it. And then I like to be able to get it, use it a couple times, and share it with people. It's so much fun to be able to send stuff. But then they sent me a couple extras. This is adorable. I love the art on this one. I might have to look up the art next time I'm on their website, Miso Paper. And the shipping really wasn't all that expensive, if I remember correctly. It wasn't too bad. And the import fees and things. That one's pretty. And then this, look at that. I can't wait to use that one, but that one's more summer. So I was very excited. So I have all these stickers. I want to put them in the release paper, definitely. And these are Micah's. She has a whole video on this, and I wanted to add more. So I kind of kept an eye. This has been in my cart for a couple months now, but I didn't want to just buy the one roll of washi tape when I ordered. So I waited until I had plenty. And I was so worried that this wouldn't be in stock by the time. So I was starting to get anxious, but I kept an eye on it. How do I get this off? But this is such cute washi tape. I struggle with my nails because sometimes I have to use, what do you call that? I'm still getting used to having longer nails than stubs, but sometimes I have to use tweezers. But how cute! And I love that I'm going to have these so I can use them and just pull the sticker rather than cutting. Like, don't get me wrong, I will cut them because I love them, but just so many cute ones. And I use her stickers all the time. If you've seen my notebooks, you know that. Just because they're, gosh, it's nice to have kind of like I don't know what you call it, a through line with a character. And I love this little cat character. I do find myself like almost drawing it all the time now. It's one of those things where I don't want to copy Micah's style, but I also, man, I would sit down with her and watch a video of her talking about where she got her style and how she got to like these characters and everything. I love the way that she simplifies things, like how her brain works. I just want to know it all because my brain does not work the way that her brain works when it comes to art. So those are what I've got to do. And I've also got to update. So I want to put those in there, but I don't have I have a sticker release paper in here. And sometimes I leave this one. So I kind of want to get a sticker release paper for here, but not a full one, just like a little one, because I do need to clear this out. I've had this in here since I went to San Diego. This is like San Diego-esque stuff. Like I should just pull it out right now so I know it's out. But this is, I had taken some different stamps, never used them, but it was nice to try. I wanted to see if I could try that. So I cut this. This is from the Dollar Tree. And so I cut that. I'll just put those away. But I had some of the washi tapes. I did use these. I did use the washi tapes while I was there. But if you don't know, I went to San Diego in May. And then when I got back, my dad had passed away within like 5 days. So I never finished my San Diego journal. And so I just kind of have let it go, but there's still things in here like this is all from San Diego. I need to go through it. I just have had a really hard emotional time with that. But I am on my second traveler's sketchbook. I love this. I love having these. And so let's see, what have I done since last week? I think I showed you guys this last week, but I have been playing in here so much, just having a ball. And I want to watercolor these. This is with Smoky Mauve. I'm gonna watercolor those eventually. Yeah, I showed you all of this. So I only have one new page that I did. I was playing with just drawing dots with different colors, and these were colors I had in some of my Twisbies. I thought that looked really cool. I think this would be really cool to have as a sticker. Maybe someday, but yeah. And I think that this looks like this dog has a beard instead of a pug, but that's okay. I was playing with watercolor. I was testing watercolor in this paper, and now I'm really excited because watercolor works. So nothing too new in there. My journal isn't actually here because it's right here because I was working in it. So I can show you. I don't know if I added this last week or if I added this week, but I got new stickers. Let's see, November 2nd was this. This is, Micah did a journal with me limited color palette. So I did and followed along and did it with her. And we had made pumpkin soup and everything. This was last Saturday. And I've been playing with trying to see how my new color palette was working before I finalized my currently inked, and just playing with that. My new Twisby Day, which is up on the channel. So, and there's that star spattered hill. It's so beautiful. And then this was when I was just journaling about my week and what we did for the week at culinary. So this right here, and you can't really read it. I need to put this in a different pen or use a different paper, but I almost cried yesterday at school. So my teacher that I sub for is very strict, which is great. You know, like that's how she's supposed to be. And I was working with the other teacher that was still there, the normal teacher for the other cooking class. And one of the students' groups ruined their cupcakes by adding confectioner sugar instead of flour. So it was, imagine confectioner sugar with cocoa powder and oil and egg and baking soda. It was like a volcanic mess in the oven, it happens. But that meant that the day that we were going to frost them yesterday, they weren't going to be able to frost them. And they were embarrassed and sad, and as expected. And as the teacher, I didn't know what to do, but I talked to the other teacher and she's like, she would just have them do bookwork because they messed up, and that's just how it is because they didn't read. They didn't do things like the way that they were supposed to. And I'm like, oh, that's so tough. But I was like, okay, that's fine, you know. And one of the other students in the class yesterday came in. She's not even in their kitchen. She is clear on the other side of the room. She brought a batch of cupcakes using the recipe that we had that she had made at home the night before, because she decided that she felt really bad and she wanted them to be able to finish the assignment. And I almost started crying, because that kind of kindness, that is the stuff I'm looking for in the world. And so I was journaling about that, because I really like, it's so easy, especially as a teacher who you deal with tough stuff. Like, students can be super tough, don't get me wrong, but when you see those beautiful random acts of kindness, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it, like, oh my gosh, goosebumps. But the random acts of kindness, just I was floored. I was floored. I had nothing to say and I almost cried. Yeah, I just was like, wow, we are doing something right, like in this district with these kids, because you don't see that everywhere, and I think we need more of that in the world. So I was very excited. Let's see. I don't have anything new in my wallet, which is probably for the best. It's because I cannot tell you how many times I've had to edit out my credit card. I'm going to be in trouble one of these days. I got some happy mail this week. This is from Carrie Draw on Patreon. So I do she's in China, and I do her book, her postcard and her sticker club, because I just think her stuff is absolutely beautiful. And so it takes a while to get here, but this is September's Happy Mail. I'm going to stick that there so I can use it later, but it comes with 3 stickers, and I love the stickers that it comes with, if I can open them. It always comes with 3 stickers and 2 postcards. So I enjoy seeing what I get. And usually it's little accessories like this. And I'm very excited. These look so beautiful. I can't wait to figure out where I'm going to use those. I am going to put those in my sticker release paper, so I actually use them. But yeah, I have these postcards. I don't know. These are ones I don't want to send to other people, because I love this art. I've got to figure out what to do with postcards like this, because I have three postcard Patreons that 4, because of Ellie versus Bear, that I'm part of. And I have these beautiful postcards, and I right now have them in a nice little container because I just love looking at them, but I need to find something to do with them that's maybe in my journal, because I love it. This one is, but then I run into this, so I'm almost like looking at seeing different envelopes, junk journals, like, because junk journalers do that stuff. I am not a big junk journaler. If you couldn't tell, I do more, I feel like I do more creative journal than junk, but I do like to watch the junk journaler content as well. And I love the different ways that they make envelopes in their stuff. So this is from Sophie McPike, and she always has 2-sided. So one side is the finished work, and then the other side is all of her sketches and how she got to the finished work. I love her stuff so much. She has been such a huge inspiration for me. And this month it came with this sticker, which is adorable. So I thought it would be kind of fun because it came with this. I saw this in there, and this is the story, the Strawberry Journey, the story. And it looks like it might even just be a poem, but I thought it would be really nice to do this on a spread. So I think I may do that. And I'm probably going to put that in this. I lost this for like a week and a half, if not longer. And I was looking for a green one, but it ended up was blue. So I haven't finished my sticky club. I think the last time I did this was like very early in October. So I'm really happy that I have it back, because I'm probably not going to do all the sticky club now because it's way past, but I found this, so I think I'm going to do this in there. And I think that will be really fun to have that in there. So that I might just tuck that. Maybe I could do a page with the Carrie Draw too, but then I want to use these stickers somewhere else. So maybe I could doodle those stickers, but then I can put this in there or something like that, like this on one page and this on one page. So there's that. That's an idea for that. I'll have to do that at some point. That's an idea, but I want to put these stickers up here. Then this, I haven't updated in a long time. This was my sticker swatch book. I started this in March and I haven't updated it, I think, since May. And so I need to go through this and update, because I like to be able to, I thought this is really nice to be able to flip through when I have a full roll of washi tape, to be able to say, ooh, I like this. Ooh, I want this on this page. So I can go, rather than like pulling everything out, I can go through and see what I have. So I haven't updated it in a while, but yeah. And this paper is fountain pen friendly, so I need to pull that out too. So that's that. That's something I'm going to do this week, or I hope. And now let's see, what was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, these. Okay. So I have to move a couple things. This is the next thing I'm going to talk about. But these, my friend and I have been wanting to do this fairy tale role-playing adventure. It's a tabletop role-playing game, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, or if you're familiar with other ones, those. But this one is about princesses in peril. And I don't exactly remember. You probably heard their stories. This game is about what happens to those princesses when they find themselves in a whole new world with new perils lurking around every corner. So we're going to create our princesses. And I've had this book forever. I thought maybe it would work really well for soloing, but my friend wants to do it. So we've got a group coming together, and I haven't decided what journal I want, but I definitely want a journal for it. And I'm really excited. So we're doing that this afternoon. And this brand is called Small Mochi. I love their stickers and all their ephemera and everything. This is a sticker book. And I don't know if they're Chinese, if they're Korean, if they're Taiwanese. I don't know. I know that I get a lot of it on AliExpress, but that doesn't mean anything. I do think it is Chinese, if I remember correctly, when I've translated something. But their little characters and the stickers are they're my favorite. I've loved them for so long, and I think these are not what I want to talk about, maybe. But because I buy from AliExpress, I don't always know what I'm getting, and I thought these were sticker packs, but they're like little like dress up paper doll books, and I have so many of them. And I think I'm going to open one up. I'm trying to decide which one I want to open up for us here, so I can show you what they are. Oh, she's got a cute kitty. That's a cute bear. What does she have? She doesn't have anything cute, does she? No. Maybe the bear. These are the moments where I'm like, oh, I wish you could vote. Like I wish I'm live. I used to do lives back on Facebook years and years ago, but okay, we're gonna go with this one just because. I don't know why. I need to find. Oh, I have this. This is a cool thing. This is like a little cutter in a pen. So it's meant to fussy cut things. Like I use this to cut my washi stickers off of my release paper when it's just washi tape. But I think it could work for this. Maybe. I think this one's not very sharp anymore, but you just need to get like a hole in it so I can get this open. I really honestly thought these were stickers when I got them. And so when they came and they were these big giant boxes, I have been trying to store them, and I thought about what I'm going to do with them, because they are not stickers, but I have glue. And I thought maybe since we're doing this Princess in Perils, maybe people want it. But it comes with this because it's supposed to be like a quiet book. And this, I just throw away. I've opened one other one of these and I just threw it away because I'm not going to actually make the quiet book. But there it comes. There's all the parts. So you get all the parts to put it together. And you get, they're like paper dolls. You get 2 little like paper dolls and they're adorable. I just love them. They're so cute. And then you get all of this in here. And it comes with, so these little scenes and your closet. So you're supposed to make this into a book. So it's like a, you know, a little doll that you can play with. And like you can put her on here and then put her clothes on and whatnot. But I have not made one. Maybe I should, but I have not. But it comes with like little accessories that you can use as stickers. And then these are so just stinking cute. And I thought, how fun would it be if we're playing the Princess in Perils game, if I brought these and people were able to pick a princess and dress them up if they want for their character sheet. I thought that would be so nice. Such a like nice little thing to do. But yeah, like you just, and then you can dress them up however you want. Like, this is the outfit I want. Because I know that not everyone in the world is artistically inclined, but you want pretty things. Like when at least I feel like when you're playing role-playing games, you want pretty things. Or at least that's just, okay, maybe not you, maybe not everyone. I want pretty things. I want pretty decorations. And yes, I will end up drawing things like for my character, but it also is nice, even for artists, and I think other artists would agree, it's nice to sometimes have stickers. We also like, as artists, I think we like to be surrounded, especially surrounded by pretty things. I think everybody does, but things that make us happy and bring us joy. And these kind of things just make me really happy. So I think that would be fun. Because then I can, you can take it on your journal page. And then if I wanted, these shoes, because these are adorable. Look at those shoes. I could put those shoes and then I can glue them down once I've got it. And I'm sorry if you hear my sons. They are playing a video game downstairs. They're way down, but they're also very enthusiastic about it today because they have their cousin here. So like that, how cute. And then I can pick the tiara that I think matches the best. And that's precious. Like, and look at that. That's precious. And then if you pick one princess, you can, it comes with ones that are already made, like this one with the cat. And sometimes I think these can help even develop a backstory. Like, what's this cat? And you could look at her and, why does this princess have these like super crazy ball gowns, but then she chooses to dress like this? Like, what is going on? What's the story? Or like, is she in peril because somebody stole her cat? Like little things like that help when you have this visual aid, help with stories. One of the things that we do in school, or my kids get to do it. So that's like, oh, right there. What is this? Is this like a slipper? I don't know. But one of the things we do for school is that kindergartners have to draw a full scene, an illustrated scene of everything that's happening, because it helps cement the reading. So then they read better and comprehend stories better because of the pictures. So picture books are really, really important because our brains process, visualize those things. It's really fascinating. The more you research that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just thought this was really cute to take. And then then I can throw away those boxes if I just do this. Throw away those boxes and then I have all this. But I also, because I'm just so excited about this game, I've been wanting to play this game for so long. And I was trying to figure out how to solo it, like do a solo journal with it. And then my friend said, hey, I bought this game that I really want you guys to play. And she showed me the game and she was over at my house and I pulled out my copy because I said, hey, look at this. Great minds think alike. This is why we're friends. And so now, yeah, I mean, I think I will still solo RPG it, but I also think it's going to be great um, to play it with other people. Oh, this is fun. So this actually fits right there as a scene. So you get to put these on as the scene. So maybe you could put your princess behind it. Yeah, that's cute. This is really a cute thing. I think they were like $3. So I honestly thought they were stickers because they were so cheap. But now I have all this stuff that I can take and share. I love sharing. I love sharing, especially because I love to peruse AliExpress for new things from Small Mochi all the time. And these scenes are just so much fun. So like, I don't know. I didn't know that they were scenes when I found them, but now I'm very excited because I have found a use for them, which is always nice. But I also have, so I showed you this little sticker sheet. So this has different stickers, and I have 2 of these. I've got to find the other one. I don't know where the other one is. The other one definitely has more princesses in it because it has like the back has like a whole gothic princess. But there's just so many different accessories and things to make your page look great. And I love to have a journal about these things. So the other one, yeah, the other one's way more princessy, but I love this one, this ballet, because it's cute. So maybe my princess is a ballerina. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll share what we did when I do my next one. But I have all these, and this company, Small Mochi, also does washi tapes. And so I have so many of their washi tapes. And because it's hard on AliExpress to figure out what you're buying all the time, I end up with 2 or 3 rolls of the same washi tape. So, I mean, look at her. She's so cute. And I want to find more of the ones that I have because I can go through them and say, this is my princess. And I've done this. I have done this with just what is it? I with my reading journal. I actually used these for when I was doing my reading journal this year before I abandoned it because life got hard. But I have all these different stickers in here too. And this one, yeah, these ones are witches. So these ones I don't think will work great for the game. So I can leave these home because we're not playing a witchy game this time. Nope, there's Ellie versus Bear. But I like to build these up as just different things in here. So I'm going to go through all this. There's some more Carrie draws. Look at how cute those are. Yeah. Yeah. Like how cute is that? And I love using these because I have so many of them. This is Washi Tape Shop, but I don't think any of this will work. I think I'm going to use this one as my one I'm taking with me, or maybe not. We'll see. And then I have in here different stickers. So I'm just trying to like find my princessy stuff. If you know of really good princess stickers, I have been on the hunt for more. A princess set. I would be forever grateful if you let me know. Yeah. Oh, Grace. I love her so much. She's so wonderful. I just watched her chatty video yesterday and it was fantastic. She's so fun. But yeah, like a castle. This is one from the Sticky Shop. A castle would be great to have in my arsenal. No, there's Poopy Cat. Oh, Poopy Cat too. Oh, she makes me happy. She is such a wonderful human. I say it every time I see her stuff, I am like, she's a wonderful human. I love her. Because I do. I haven't been on one of her like draw alongs for her Patreon in almost a year, and I miss them so much. So let's see here. And then there's Cosmic Spectrum, if you're familiar with her on here on YouTube. I got to meet her at Lightbox. She's so talented. Just, I love her. It was nice to meet her and tell her that she needs to keep chatty, even if she's been having a really tough time because she lives in Canada with all of the tariffs and stuff. But check out her work. It's great. Look at that. That's cute. You see these? See? Oh, look, there's all my castles. This is Julie Rouvier. She is a huge inspiration for me art-wise. Like these look kind of fantasy. Let's do those. Huh? Not Coffee Monster Co stickers. This is not the time for those. Those are cute, but nah, they're not really. Alice in Wonderland, maybe. Hey, Mina, I did subscribe to her Patreon for a long time, but I switched it out because I just wanted something different. But I found her stickers, so I had to order them. This is cute. But it's not princessy. Is this one? Yeah, I like that. Some I got this one. I know I got that one in San Diego at Warwick's. These are some from people's. Who was it that gave me this sticker? And they told me it was Moo. And gosh, was it Vera? Please let me know if this was you or if this was somebody else. Let me know who did that, because I know that they said it was Moo, and it almost is. That's very princessy. I love all these stickers. I'm pretty sure that was Vera because I remember these. I'm pretty sure those were, but that could be princessy. Yeah, I just love, see, people send me some great things, and I always look, I keep them, because you're going to find the right time. There's a castle. Yeah. How pretty is that? Washi is my love language. Yes, it is. Washi is my love language. My mom keeps asking, my mom asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and she gave me money. I'm going to talk about that here. And so I was like, Mom, just give me some stationery. And she's like, I don't know what to find. I love it all. Just get it for me. Look, she's pretty. So this is that's more wintry. She's so cute. And my red panda, I love her. Oh, that's princessy. Maybe. I don't know if that will work, but these were, gosh, what was her name? I forget, but I was part of her Patreon for a long time, and I requested a princess, so she did that for me. Look how cute it is. So I could print that out again, actually on actual sticker paper, because I do have that saved. That file saved. I love printable stickers. I tell you what, if you know princess printable stickers, I am all there. That looks very princessy, but this is not my style. I know that somebody gave that to me. That's not my style for my journals. I like more cartoony. She is on the cusp, but she's not a princess. I like her though. She's so pretty. I see a lot of people who have this kind of aesthetic, so I get why people like that, but that's not my style. I'm more cartoony and cutesy, which is, I think, is great, but this is the kind of stuff, the cartoony cutesy. Yeah. Okay, so I've gone through some of my stuff here. I'm gonna put that all away. That is all stuff, and I think I'll know better too after 1 or 2 sessions. I don't know how many sessions we're gonna have, because my friend who's hosting it is a new mother, and it's her first, and she is a bit older. We are almost 40, so she had her baby older, so things can be a little tougher. But yeah, so then I've got all these. So I'm not going to go through everything on camera. I think I just went through way too much. And I may cut some of that. But these are more of the same. The ones from Archer and Olive, I love the ones from Archer and Olive. They're such good quality. But I have stickers and papers and things from all the different monthly clubs. And there were a couple months where I was really disappointed with the monthly club, and I stopped doing it. And then I started it up again. Okay, this is all San Diego stuff. I can tell that. That's what I wanted for San Diego. I was working. This was the month that I re-upped my subscription. This is a dragon bookmark. I don't know if I'm going to actually use this, but I like the feel of it. It's kind of like full leather. And then it had dragon washi tape and dragon papers. And so I was very excited. Oh, I guess dragon stickers too. I didn't pull those out. I didn't even pull this stuff out because I knew I was going to use it eventually. But I think this would be perfect. Look at all those. I'm not going to use it. I don't love the one of the biggest reasons I stopped subscribing to this is I feel like a lot of months these are not readable, and that's really frustrating for me if I want to use them. Like there's no way you can read Monday on here. It bothers me. Like I can't read those numbers. So I will say they still haven't fixed that for me, but this set was so beautiful. I did want to get this one. And so especially it's dragons. If I show my son this, I'm going to lose this. So I haven't shown him because I love the colors of this dragon set and I want it for my stuff. So I think that will be great. What I can do then is this little one, I can add, what I'd like to do is add the stickers and sticker books and things that I think will go with this theme. And this one will be my Princesses in Peril little guide. I do think though that I want, when I'm looking at this, and I have so many more, you can see so many more stickers and things in here. I even have some of my letter sets, these little letter sets that I've used. I've also gifted a couple. I gifted a couple to Jess over at my Happy Planner. And so when I do my next couple ink swaps or gifts, I have a couple that I need to do. There's another Jess, friend of mine, pen friend, who sent me a bunch of ink that I need to do a sheet for her. So I'm going to send her some of these fun things. But Poopy Cat and Ellie versus Bear. Ellie versus Bear has been doing these little cards, and their little story is so cool. They have such an imagination. I just love Ellie versus Bear. Their work is some of my very favorite. So they will send. So I do have a Patreon with them, but it seems that they do like send them once every couple months. And yes, they're postcards and I could send them to people, but I'm not going to because I love them. So those are things. I did buy postcards. I watched Simona's video on doing postcards. So I did buy postcards to send to people, but I'm not sending those because those are mine. Like that. Those are mine. So they can't have them. And yeah, I just look at the little dragon and I don't know what I'm going to do with all these. I don't know if these work, but I'm going to set those aside. I also have this roll of the Swan Lake. It's a whole story of, like, I love these ones that have a full story. I have used those for a whole monthly spread because they usually have the numbers on there too. And so, yeah, this is all of this is one full story. So then I've used that for a whole month in my planner. And I love doing that. I should do that again. Maybe I'll do that because Swan Lake would be a great one for, what is it? December or maybe January even. I don't know. I'll have to decide. But I do love Swan Lake. Love the stories. Okay, so we'll deal with that later. All right. Last but not least, this is the thing that I'm most excited about this week. And I cannot believe it. So I started this little Leuchtturm here. When did I start this? Oh, wait, would this be princessy? I feel like the colors, I'm going for purples and pinks and things. I feel like the colors are wrong. I know that this is like Italy, but this might be nice with the dragons. Maybe. I'll think about that. Let me know what you think. Maybe with some of it. Doesn't it look okay? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to put it in here at least for now. But yeah. Okay, so back to this. I want to share this. This is when was it? Back in late last year, early this year, I was talking about sketchbooks and trying to find one. And someone, I think it might have even been Micah Oatley, someone mentioned on my channel that they have used a Leuchtturm blank notebook as a sketchbook. And I thought, oh man, that's a great idea. Maybe I should try that. And I thought this would be like having a Leuchtturm sketchbook as like just for my pens sounded really appealing. So I have 2 sketchbooks other than this going right now. I have, where are they? Let me show you. Okay, because back in the day, I would just use one sketchbook. Besides my traveler's notebook insert that I have, that I sketch in with whatever I want, I also have these. So this one I started, when did I start this one? I started this one in March. And I mean, I'm pretty close to finishing it. I don't have that much. I have abused this one. It is falling apart. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. But this is when I really started experimenting with fountain pens in a sketchbook, like super experimented. So this one, like this one was fountain pen with marker. I think that's alcohol marker. And just, this is fountain pen. And this is when I made my pen concept, and I was really excited to get that made from, Myers Pen Co. I lost it. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun in this one, and just different mediums. This is Caran d'Ache Neocolor. I don't want to go through the whole thing. This one, I don't know if you can feel the pain, but I can. This was when I found out how sick my dad was, and I just needed to draw and paint. And this one is mostly Neocolor, and I did some water, or did ink underneath it. I put ink down and then I put Neocolor on top of it. I was just really sad and meditative, and it's crazy how much I love this. It's been really hard. I didn't realize like how hard it was gonna be. But so there's a lot of things in here. When you go through this, it's hard because it's been, I don't know, I'm sure everybody who has lost someone has gone through the pain, and it's just, I don't know, trying to find the comforts with it and get through it is been important. But this was a character I came up with. Yeah. And then our first fire in May, my husband, I think I got his likeness pretty darn good. But yeah, this has been a fun sketchbook. I've played a lot. This was with my white TWSBI that has the white ink in it. That is supposed to just be for dip pens. It's still going strong. I love it. I have another one, FYI, just so you all know. I do have another one, and it's mint. But the only thing I have found with the colored ones, I'll show you here in a second when I go. Yeah, just lots and lots of different things. And you can see where I've gone like with a lot of ink, and that one is that one. But I have my TWSBI here. And this is something I found with Diatramentis white ink too. So this is the mint, and it separates. So there's, yeah, this one, and I don't know if this one even works. So the white works fantastic. But yeah, oh, hey, look at that. Maybe. I had filmed an update video, and then I was deleting old film and accidentally deleted the whole video, and I didn't want to refilm it, so I hadn't updated. But there, yeah. Okay, but it still works. So it just looks ugly when it separates, but it's still working. Like, I haven't used this in 3 weeks. And this is, I think this is just a medium nib. It might be a broad. I didn't look, but yeah. It's hard to clean out, but I will say you can, because I did clean out the white one in the video, and I actually have used a different white one now. I put white back in a different one. Yeah, so it's still working. Look at that. Okay, so it does separate and look ugly, but it still works. And if you just, like you do with shimmer, just do that, it does mix back together, even in the feed. That's awesome. So this Sailor dipped in ink is wonderful. And I could, let's go over, I had that page where I was testing it all. Where was it? Here. Or I could just, yeah, here. I can just go over and see how well you can see the mint. And the mint is tougher on this, but on black paper, it shows up great. There, see? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. So I would not put this dipped in ink in anything but a TWSBI that you can take apart and clean. But even if you put it in a TWSBI, it does not ruin your TWSBI. Your TWSBI can have other ink in it. So just so you know, if you want to do it, I would just say if you're going to do it and you want this as like your white gel pen, just dedicate your TWSBI to it. TWSBIs are a little, they're $30, but I never have to buy another gel pen and be annoyed by it. One second here. Buddy, do you see the snow? What do you think? Yeah, he just put his thumb up. My son is standing by the door looking at the snow because it's been a while. And then this is my other sketchbook. And a lot of this in here is figure studies. I like to figure study. I find it makes me a better artist altogether. But I have done, this was stickers. I actually did think those turned out really great. So I did take those, scan them in, and put them in my Halloween sticker pack. Yeah, so just a lot of, there is some ink. I have been loving drawing with my smaller nibbed pens. And so yeah, just having a lot of fun. Like this one is my Pilot Vanishing Point, my matte black with a fine nib. And this was Fuyu Shogun. I love that ink so much. And then I put Kirisama in it. And yeah, I'm just love this sketchbook too. So this is the other one that I have, but this is my main ink sketchbook. So I have been using this since I drew this. This is these are my 3 friends when we went to the Sailor Moon live show. So that was in April. So I've had this since April, and there are some pages that are not pretty at all. Let me find a super not pretty page. A lot of them are pretty. Oh my gosh. Where are my not pretty pages? I say that and I look at them all. I'm like, oh, those are pretty pages. Yeah, that one's, no, that one's still pretty. They're all pretty. Okay, here, a little bit less. But so I've been just doing this in here. Just lots of different ink experiments. Oh, the morning. Oh, I love it. And let's see. Yeah. I think this is not pretty because I was trying Manda's splats. I love Manda. If you watch this, I don't know if you will, but if you watch this, never stop splatting. I go splat, 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 splat. I love it. I love it. When you splat, you have to say splat, splat, splat. Okay. You just have to, because I love it. I look forward to it when you're doing your ink. So yeah, a lot of different things in here. Just lots of doodles. This could be an idea for my Fox Curios character. I'm enjoying my Sarasa Grand pen. So this isn't even, this is my Sarasa Grand gel pen. Just lots of fun. So I am getting to the end of this notebook very, very, very soon. I think I have 10 pages left. So in the next week, I will be done with this notebook. And it's bittersweet because I've had it for so long. I'm starting to understand why people feel so connected to their book, because these sketchbooks that I have right now have been through a lot with me. Yeah, like planning for my trip for San Diego, and then going through my pain of losing my dad and dealing with it, because this was hospice. This was at hospice, and this was right after he passed. Like I can look and see this was just me trying to be normal. This was at Thunder Road, which is like an arcade kind of place here in town, for my son's birthday, and it was the day after my dad's funeral. Like I can look at this and see that this was spending time at my mom's after my dad's funeral, and I was drawing things around the house. Like this was all his stuff, still sitting there. Yeah, this is all his stuff, and so I can see that and that pain, and but I can go through like all my sketchbooks now and feel that. And it's so, yeah, just looking through this, there's a lot of feelings in here. And a lot of happy and a lot of sad and a lot of memories. Like, bro, what's this red thing? And when I was playing Cult of the Lamb, and yeah, it's just, so this is a really, really special thing to me. And I really like the size. So we were at Barnes & Noble last night for my birthday, because my husband took me out on Friday, or last night, Friday, for my birthday. And I got another one, but it is so small that I am also almost wondering, or with the pages, because this has 123 pages and this has 251. They're both blank. So but I really like this small size, and this is the one I bought last night. So I think I'm going to go with this, but I do have this. It's hard because I've thought about doing that for my journal too, but I like the grid and I like the dot grids. So this will be probably my next one of this. And so I get to start this probably by the end of the week. And that makes me really excited because this has been so special. And I love having it. I love having it. I never even put stickers on the cover, which is kind of sad. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But as I've been going through things and thinking about things, I pulled this out, and I love that I pulled it out. This is from 2023, and this is my development of, I have a Little Red Riding Hood story in my head, and eventually it will turn into some sort of book, but I'm still like feeling it out. So I did this until March, and so this was January through March, and this was just all of my studies and character development. Like, this was all like building my world for Little Red Riding Hood. So my story is a dragon instead of a wolf. And there's a lot of nuances to it, but I'll just say that it's a dragon instead of a wolf. So there's a lot of dragon drawings. This actually turned into an illustration that I got submitted for. It's a watercolor illustration that I submitted for a local gallery. So this was my only art piece in a gallery. It was so cool to do. And I want to do that again someday, but right now is not the time. But I'm looking at this and I love this page. And I still remember doing this page because this was just feeling the aesthetic. And then I did this collage of all the pictures that like made me feel. And so you can see this inspiration comes from this and this right here, and just drawing inspiration and kind of coming up with ways of what I want my world to look like for this girl. And I still haven't fully felt it, but it's really nice to go through all of this. And even just, I love the way that tree looks. I could do that in ink. Has been really, really fun. So I did redraw, kind of, because my style has changed too. As we grow and develop, styles do change. Like, this is with colored pencil and alcohol markers. And so I went and pulled it out and I redrew some things. Like, these are the scissors, how I would draw them now, how I would draw the key now. This is just a random girl, but it's how I would draw the key now, how I would draw these flowers now. And so I'm just I want to go through this and really feel like I want to get back and connected with the story. This is something that has been in my mind forever. I have multiple stories. I have so many stories in my head. I feel like I have so many to tell and so many things that I want to say. I just need to sit down and do it, and I have the time to. But yeah, just experimenting with different mediums and figuring out my style. Like, this is ink, but it's not fountain pen ink. Don't put this in your pens. It's Sennelier ink. So it was my first foray into like this one is Aurora and Klingner ink, the black. But yeah, so this is one I'd already had a couple fountain pens at this point, but I loved doing things like this and just doodling a full page, and just getting back to this would feel really great. But I feel like sometimes as we've evolved, you can't go back. So this is just a stage in my life of where I was as an artist, and it's just really fun because I can also see where I've super improved because I really don't love a lot of how my people look, but I love her. This is her, and I still love her. And I think I would only make a few tweaks to her look. And I just, yeah, this is Little Red Riding Hood, and I would only make a few tweaks to her face and things, like to do them a little differently than I did then. But this sketchbook is so special, and just playing with gouache for the first time. And I love going through here and looking at different things. Like this is the first time I did a limited palette, and what colors will I be? You can do it. Because the thought of having a limited palette and only bringing this amount with me was very daunting, and I still struggle with that. If you haven't seen how many pens I have inked half the time, you would understand. But yeah, I just keep looking through this, and this makes me happy. And so right here, this is the one I was trying to find. In February 21st of 2023, I started my YouTube channel. I wrote it in here. This is why, like, journals and sketchbooks are so important, and sketchbook journals and things. I started my YouTube channel. I started it as a booktube because I love reading books. Obviously, I'm the bookish artist, and I just talked about a book I finished, but I can look at this and say, this is when I did it. And I can remember all of this because I was an artist and I was struggling. Like, what should my YouTube channel be? And it's definitely evolved over the years, obviously, because I have evolved. I'm super into fountain pens, but it's really fun to see and go back and look at all of this. This is when I was taking my course with Beatrice Blue, who I have mentioned on this class, or on this page. But this is where my character ended up for a while. So this is another iteration of Red Riding Hood, but I also feel like she is a different character than this gal. And I think that's where I was struggling, because I really loved her, and I think they're different stories. And I think she's a different character. I don't think she's Red Riding Hood, even though she has a red hood. I think she's a different character, which is going to be fun to actually go back and do that. So yeah, this is my sketchbook. I did have pages that were empty. I never finished it, which I was okay. I was so burnt by this point that I just needed to take a break and start a new sketchbook and let this one go and be what it was. And so, yeah, that's this one. I never did a full sketchbook tour of this one. I think it's just because it was so intimate and special. So feel special on this video that you got to see it. So yeah, or don't feel special. I don't know. I'm just rambling, but that is what has been going on in my head this week, of what I want to do, where I'm going, what I'm doing with my books. I also have this this new solo RPG that I want to check out, Whisper in the Walls, which is a solo horror journaling game. But I don't have, I brought it with me to work every day, and I do not have the wherewithal right now to do it. Because I'm focusing on the princess one. So I kind of feel like what's probably going to happen is I'm going to really focus on that, play it as a group, and then I'm probably going to come home and journal and bring that character into little worlds and have her own little thing. So I've got to pick the journal for that too. I almost wonder if maybe this journal could be for that solo, but I haven't decided yet, because this is a really big one. And I don't know that I want a really giant 252 pages to be devoted to one solo. So maybe I just do a blank traveler. I'm going to do a blank traveler's notebook, I think, because I have plenty of those. And that way, this I can save for like a journal at home. So there, look, see, I talked it out with you all, even though you're not here. Yes, so that is my one Saturday morning of what is going on in my life, what I am doing, how I am feeling. I'm all over the place, as I am quite often, but I do feel very, very at peace too. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm in a good place, like mentally. I think reading a book and feeling like you're not alone, even when you feel alone, has been really good. I just feel like I'm refinding me after I don't know if that makes any sense either. I just feel like I'm getting back to like a mental state where I can continue with life and do good things. I don't know. I have no idea. I do know that my house still needs to get in order and that I'm not going to be doing weekly vlogs on that because I got really behind after Denver. I had accidentally deleted my vlog from that full week in Denver, and then my brain got mad, and then I didn't do Change Your Life in 3 months for a week or two because I just was mad. But now I am going to focus on cleaning my house this week. So maybe I will sprinkle it in throughout my videos. I have my currently inked that I need. I figured out my pens and I'm almost done cleaning out all my pens. I'm so excited. This is the least amount of pens that I will have ever had inked besides my Twisbies, which are always inked. I'm very excited. So stay tuned for that. I don't know what else I'm going to be doing this week. So I really don't have any plans for videos. I have a couple. I keep saying that I'm going to do pink inks. I don't know when I'm going to do it because I'm still overwhelmed. But I do know that I have that one. So anyway, that is all of that. Let me know down in the comments. Again, I will say it like 500 times. Princess stickers. Princess stickers, princess stickers, please let me know. Princess stickers, princess washi tape, all of that. If you have any suggestions, even if it's yours, if you are a creator and you want to plug your shop, please plug your shop. I just need princesses. I am such a princess lover. I just need them. I need them forever. I always go back to princesses. And I need to make my own princess stickers too. I just need to do it. All right. But let me know if you made it this far and you don't have anything to share about anything and you just enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave me a high heel emoji or something princess-like. I don't know if there's a crown. I don't know if there's a princess emoji. Leave me one of those. And like, comment, subscribe. Links for things that I can think of down in the description. I'm not always great at updating that. I literally copy paste sometimes. Sorry, guys. I'm being honest. And I know Fountain Pen Day was yesterday, and thank you all for using my link if you used it. I didn't even advertise because I didn't even buy because I have been thinking about being more conscious with my consumption. So I'm really proud of myself. I didn't buy anything. I only bought one pen this week. I forgot to say that. You know what? I'll save that for another video. I only bought one pen this week and we'll talk about it later. But that's everything. And I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.